Hello, I am Sunil Kapoor. Today we are going to talk about one of the most undervalued and most important resource, that is time. Now what is time management? Time management is about using time most effectively. We all know about this. What is most important is managing yourself in relation to time. This is a more important aspect. If you are able to manage yourself in relation to time, you will be able to manage time much more effectively. There's a lot being talked about creating your to-do list. There's a lot being talked about managing your files, your documents and things, so that you are able to manage time most effectively. Today we are also going to touch base some of these aspects and see how we are able to manage our time effectively. It's very important when we are talking of managing time effectively that we are able to reduce the wastage of time from our system. We are able to reduce those kind of activities or remove those kind of activities which create wastage of time. So we need to prioritize our tasks effectively. We need to see that we are able to eliminate those activities from our routine which causes wastage of time. Now moving forward, let us see what are the hold karna. So let's talk about the objectives of this session. The objectives of this session would be: one, to prioritize our tasks effectively. That is, we should be able to handle multitasks at a time, and we should be able to prioritize the task in an appropriate manner, that we are able to accommodate the various tasks and we are able to do justice to ourselves in the completion of those tasks. Another aspect what comes when you're talking of multitasking is about you put a lot of stress on yourself. So here, when we are able to manage the task effectively, we are talking about reducing our stress. So that is one of the second objectives. Third objective would be to increase our productivity. When we are able to manage our tasks effectively, it automatically improves our productivity in completion of that particular task. So that's something which becomes very important. And when you are able to manage your task effectively, when you are able to do various multitasks at a time and still have time for yourself, so what happens in that particular part is that automatically your health improves, your stress levels are reduced, and this is how we are going to take forward the session. Now, talking of time management, Franklin Covey made a very useful module on time management. We are going to touch base upon that particular module, which will help you understand the various quadrants of time matrix. You can see on your presentation that time management matrix is being kept on your screen. Time management matrix. Now, what Franklin did was he divided aspects into four sections. One are the set of tasks which are important, and second are the set of tasks which are not important. Then the set of tasks which are urgent and the set of tasks which are not urgent. So in the combination of these four, we get four different quadrants, which you can see in your presentation. The four quadrants. The quadrant 1. When we are talking of quadrant 1, now what is this quadrant 1? Or what are these four quadrants is what we touch base upon. Talking of quadrant 1, it's that particular quadrant which is important and which is urgent. So if you see on the y-axis you have important, and on the x-axis you have urgent. The combination of that has created a quadrant which is quadrant 1. Now what this quadrant 1 is that particular quadrant which is when you are having crisis situation, when you are having any particular pressing problem. Now this is the part, this is the area which you will work upon. This is the area wherein you have to be there. It's a crisis situation, so you cannot you cannot do anything else till you solve that particular crisis. So it is very important that you have to first handle the crisis situation and then you move on to something else. about is that we are handling those set of tasks or those set of priorities which are urgent as well as important to yourself. So that's how the first quadrant talks about crisis situations, it talks about pressing problems, and it talks about meeting certain deadlines which you need to have, which may be associated with some of your projects. Being in this particular quadrant, what happens is that you are always in a hurry, you are always in crisis, the stress levels are high, it being that obviously when you're working on deadline driven projects, so this is something which is very commonly associated with the deadline driven projects. Now what happens in this particular case is that, talking of urgency as well as importance, now this is the quadrant wherein a lot of your time gets invested. Now if you are able to eliminate the urgency and you are able to move on to the important points or the important areas, then you move on to quadrant 2. Now quadrant 2 is a very important quadrant in the sense that this is the quadrant of quality. Quadrant of quality. So what we are talking about is that this is the quadrant where you prepare, where you plan. This is the quadrant where you would be planning for your future. Future in the sense, it could be future tasks, it could be future projects, it could be the areas wherein you can prevent out things to deteriorate from a particular situation. You could do prevention of your old backlog. This is the quadrant of quality, wherein you are able to do relationship building, you are able to do true recreation with your, it could be for yourself, it could be for your team. This is the quadrant which will help you reduce your stress levels as well. Why? Because here you are planning. This is the quadrant where you are preparing yourself. I am repeating again, you are preparing yourself. So what happens in that case is that when you are preparing, when you are properly planned, your tasks get executed in an appropriate manner. It gets executed in a timely manner. What will happen with that? What will happen with that? Your stress levels will reduce. Your stress levels will reduce once your task gets completed in time. What is this quadrant? I'll just repeat. This is the quadrant of quality. This is those set of tasks which are urgent as well as important. So when we are talking of a set of tasks which is urgent as well as important, so this is the quadrant where you should be there. Quadrant 1, you are anyways there. You don't have a choice. You need to be there in quadrant 1 whenever the quadrant 1 calls you. But if you are able to eliminate urgency and you are able to focus upon the important tasks in hand, then you move on to quadrant 2. That is the quadrant of quality. Now what happens is that there is quadrant 3 as well. What is this quadrant 3? Now quadrant 3 is the quality of deception. It is a quality, it's the quadrant of deception. Now when we are talking of quadrant 3, what happens is that whenever the urgency dominates and the importance reduces, so you slip to quadrant 3. You can see the quadrant 3, the areas like you getting telephone calls in between, you some visitors coming in, unwanted visitors which are not required, they come in, so that itself becomes a time waster. You're talking of accessing some emails, like you need to address certain emails. Now it may not be important for you. You need to make a note of that. That task may not be important for you, but it is important for someone else. That task is important for someone else, not for you. So this quadrant is called as the quadrant of deception. Now what has happened in this case is, whenever you are there in quadrant 1, if you are in quadrant 1 because of importance, then as the urgency fades, you move on to quadrant 2. Now when you move on to quadrant 2, your quadrant 2 would enlarge. as the quadrant 2 enlarges, what happens in that case? What happens in that case? It reduces your stress. It will automatically reduce your stress levels. It would reduce the stress levels because then you come to the planning phase. Now, from quadrant 1, if urgency dominates and the importance is reduced, in the sense the task is not that important for you. Again, keep in mind, the task is not important for you. It may still be important for someone else. So, when the task is not important for you, but it's important for someone else, and you end up doing that task, so then in that particular case, what you end up doing is that you end up going to quadrant 3. Okay? So, you need to understand that quadrant 3 is the quadrant of deception. Now, what is quadrant 4? Quadrant 4 is a sheer time waste. It's a time waster in the sense it is neither important nor urgent. So, the quadrant 4 is the quadrant of waste. When we're talking of quadrant 4, it's the quadrant of waste. So, wherein what happens in quadrant 4 is, see, it's a quadrant of escape. When you are not doing anything productive, you end up going on social networking sites. You end up checking out some unwarranted emails, which probably you have not seen it from past so many days or maybe so many months. And you try to create a situation wherein you are working so hard. You try to create a situation which in which you are really trying to be effective, even though you are not. So what you're doing is you're practically wasting your time. You're practically going into a wasteful quadrant, which is just consuming your time. It is not creating any value addition for you. It is not helping you improve your productivity. It is not helping you in terms of reducing your stress levels. Why? Because when you are operating in quadrant 4, the quadrant 4 would automatically take your time of quadrant 2, of quadrant 3 and quadrant 1. So it's a quadrant of waste which you should completely avoid it. Now, talking of quadrant 1, now where do you get your time for quadrant 1? Again, as I've just mentioned, talking of quadrant 1, if you have to reduce your stress levels from quadrant 1, it is very important that even though you have to operate in quadrant 1, you try to plan and go to quadrant 2. So, to sum it up, what we have seen in the 4 quadrants is something which you need to work out appropriately. You need to use it effectively. See, you could simultaneously see the leaflet which you've got. Now, what happens? You are having all the 4 quadrants in that particular sheet. So, you feed your information appropriately. You see what exactly are you feeding in. Whether you are in quadrant, whether you are operating in quadrant 1, whether you are operating in quadrant 2, quadrant 3 or quadrant 4. So, when you are going to feed in your information, feed in your tasks in those particular quadrants, you automatically come to know which area you need to focus upon. Always remember, try to be in quadrant 2 as much as possible. You will have to go in quadrant 1 as per the situation, but then try to work out on important tasks and come to quadrant 2. So, now I would like to thank you, all of you. Thank you for being a part of this session, and now I would like to wish you all the best so that you are able to use this time management module effectively in your life and grow up further. Wish you all the best. Thank you.